How is everyone back home? Parents doing all right?
They're fine. Worried about me.
When do you head back to Havarl?
Soon as I'm done installing the new power grid. You coming with me this time?
I'm the only decent shuttle mechanic out here.
They'd manage without you.
We both know that's not true.
All of you joined as volunteers. Some of you were attacked by Ket.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
But I love you, Hera.
I know.
Who knows how much time we...
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support is back online.
I hear you have a very impressive vehicle, yes?
We call it the Nomad.
I'm an amateur mechanic myself. Build vehicles for my people. Upload this schematic for your mechanic, with my compliments. They can upgrade your vehicle's shielding once you find the needed components.
He lives for this shit. It will make his day.
My long-lost brother. You can find some of what you need here on Voeld. The rest, out and about.
Maniac is wasting time. We should be out there looking for Michelle.
Michelle's dead. You saw the explosion.
Yes, Michelle's explosion. She would have known exactly how to protect herself. We can put a pod together. Go back out there. Herif, maybe, and Eshka.
Don't be foolish, Hana, please. The human landed right in the middle of Aya.
No. I hope they dealt with it.
That human is a Pathfinder fighting for us. Have some respect.
Jarl. And the Pathfinder.
Don't worry. They dealt with me.
We're gonna need some kind of stimulant.
I have Kajari and Suma.
Yes, what is it? You're that alien they've been talking about on comms, aren't you? Why are you standing here? Don't you have more important places to be?
I'm Pathfinder Ryder with the Andromeda Initiative. From...
Wonderful. You're from far away. Do they have magical healing where you're from?
Nothing more advanced than what you have?
Then where you're from is useless to me right now. Stand over there.
Dr. Hareen, maybe Ryder could help us with the emergency caches.
Emergency caches?
This is a war zone. Kett attacks are always a risk. Wounded? There's probably a cache of emergency medical supplies nearby. No substitute for real medical attention, but you'll survive long enough to reshield.
Problem is the caches are empty right now. Restrained and no one's been out there to replenish supplies.
There's no time to waste. I'll help with whatever you need.
Supply crates are stacked by the wall over there. Directions to the caches are with them. You have a vehicle?
Of course.
Good. Get going. Give me a double dose of soup.
If you need patching up, you'll have to wait. A patrol just came through and I need to see to them.
Is it just you here?
Volunteer medics are hard to come by, especially ones who can handle Voeld.
It's actually warm in here. Those heaters work pretty well.
We don't use them for heat. They generate artificial sun, so we don't go dark.
What do you mean, go dark?
Right, I suppose you wouldn't know about that. Our bodies generate energy from sunlight. If we don't get enough, our immune systems weaken and our bioenergy slows. We go dark.
It can't be easy living in a place like this.
Between the cold and the lack of sun, it's tough to keep morale up. Most of us come from Aya or Haval, so it's a big adjustment. Immunity drops, people get sick. But if the civilians in the settlements can live here without complaint, so can we.
I'll come back if I need anything.
I'll be here.
Jarl, have you come back to us?
Briefly.
And these must be the strangers I've heard so much about. You know, if not for Jarl, I might kill you.
This is my friend, Maisie. She helps supply the resistance.
That must be difficult out here.
Jarl's the brave one.
How do you get supplies with the Kett everywhere?
The same way we came. There are caves and hidden paths all over Voeld.
It's hard to fly in, so my children run most items through the caves, little by little.
Children?
Their size makes it hard for the Kett to detect. We all do what we can out here, even children.
Are you selling anything we could use?
I have almost nothing left. What I do have, we need if we're going to stand any chance against the Kett. Maybe if you clear that Kett station on the South Road, I'd be able to bring in more and spare something for you.
How do you feel about Ephra?
Some speak ill of the man, but his plan is bold and the resistance is important. I'll do what I can to help until I can't help anymore.
Good luck, and stay safe.
Just make sure you return Jarl to us.
These are the emergency medical supplies the doctor mentioned. We have to get them to the caches. Sam, you saving the location data?
Of course, Pathfinder.
Looks like supplies aren't getting through to the Resistance.
Olisk is in charge of requisitions. We should speak with him.
message from my little brother this morning. He asked when I'm coming home.
He's young. He doesn't understand yet.
I don't know how to respond. How do you tell a child he might not come back?
Good to see you again, Commander Dozil.
And you, Jarl. You must be Ryder. Jarl told us what you did for Kirin's team on Havarl. I'm Anyek Dozil, commander of this encampment. You're welcome here as an ally of the Angara.
Thank you for allowing us into your base, Commander.
Your actions display your soul's intentions. I hope you will join the fight against the Ket. We've held the Ket at bay, but have been unable to deal a decisive blow. The longer things drag on, the greater our disadvantage.
If your current approach isn't working, we'll need to find another one.
Our main problem is a lack of fighters. If you want to know where you can make a difference, go to the post that overlooks the valley. Nothing happens on Voeld without our lookouts knowing about it. Before you go, is there anything else I can help you with?
How are you holding up against the Ket?
It hasn't been easy. We've had our victories, but we're a small force. Too small.
Didn't Ephra send recruits?
Most of them are young, untrained. If we want to beat the Ket, we need medics, technicians, and skilled fighters.
Then Ryder and I will help.
We will?
If the commander needs recruits, we'll find them.
I'm an outsider. How could I convince anyone to join your resistance?
You may be an outsider, but Jarl is an experienced soldier with unmatched passion. He's inspired the will to fight in so many of us.
Jarl's right. We can find the people you need.
I'd be happy to take anyone you send my way. You have my gratitude, both of you.
How long has the Resistance been around?
Nearly as long as the Ket. With our military destroyed, civilians took the fight into their own hands. They formed the Resistance as a final effort to retake our home.
It seems to be working.
Only since Ephra took over. His tactics gave us the push we needed against the Ket. But even now, we're a long way from winning.
I've met Ephra. He's interesting.
He's never been good at first impressions. He can be stern, but he's exactly what the Resistance needs. Ephra took a scattered band of civilian fighters and molded them into an effective army. What success we've had against the Ket is entirely due to his leadership.
Most people seem to really respect him.
Because he would do anything for his people, he inspires the same in us. We may not always agree with Ephra, but we'd follow him to the end of the stars.
That's it for now.
I'll be here if you have any questions.
Pathfinder, something I can do for you?
You the requisitions officer? I hear you're having supply issues.
Of course not. I don't know what you've heard, but everything's running fine.
I saw the messages sent to you. What are you hiding?
Keep your voice down. I need to keep this news contained. No one knows the shipments have stopped. If word gets around, we'll have a serious morale drop. I need to investigate this quietly.
You have any leads?
Not much. The supplies make it planetside, but never reach the base. The obvious answer is the Ket. Sabotage is their style. We changed our drop point, but no luck. I can't send someone to investigate without word getting around. I guess there's no avoiding it eventually.
I can take a look at the drop point. That way no one will panic.
I can't sanction an official search, but I also can't stop you from investigating on your own. The nav point for the last drop location is in my personal console. You seem to be adept at decryption, so I'll let you figure out the rest.
Ciao, my friend. Welcome home, brother.
Decryption successful, Pathfinder. Updating your nav system with a supply drop point.
That's the planet, with everything on it.
You don't win a war without good organization.
From this room, we keep track of our brothers and sisters in the field.
Hold. Hoping to give me a project. You think I'll see any Ket? Not likely. They don't venture this close to the camp.
Pathfinder, I was told to expect you. Davyakar's Chief Intelligence Officer. I want to brief you on Voeld. Any questions about the planet? Ask away.
How does the Resistance plan to win this war?
We don't have the forces to fight a planet-wide war. Our only hope is a strategic strike. The center of all Ket operations on Voeld is across the valley. If we take down their command structure, it will weaken them. At least, that is our hope.
Is that a map of Voeld?
A living map, yes. Every region on the planet is represented. Updated in real time as we get information from scouts and contacts. You can see the nearest Dara, the Jara Techiks, and Yarnik, the archaeological dig the Ket have occupied.
You mentioned the word Dar. What does it mean?
Well, translated directly, it means rock foundation. A Dar is smaller than a city, but larger than a settlement. There are several out here. Angara who live in Dara are combat trained, ready for anything.
I guess they'd need to be.
They take pride in defending themselves. But the Ket are bolder lately. The Dara are their new target. We've had to change our tactics to protect them. More patrols for the Dara means fewer raids on Ket camps. The Ket know this and use it against us.
I think I have enough info.
If you need anything else...
Squadron F. Varroa. I'm picking up hostiles
Temperatures are below freezing and continuing to fall. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support at 100%.
I brought the snacks.
Whoa! Didn't mean to sneak up on you.
It's the alien. The one that helped out on Havarl. Didn't expect an alien to help. They've mostly tried to kill and enslave us. So that's amazing. You're amazing.
Shut up, Beniska. You're embarrassing.
You shut up. I'm being charming, right?
The Angara have been wonderful to us, including yourself. So thank you.
See? We're building bonds here to seek.
So what's out there? Any tips?
As a start, you could join our fight in Hajara, where those red lights are. I hear someone's looking for help.
Or you could just go there and kill some Ket. They're everywhere.
Anything else you need to know? We've been stationed here forever, so we're experts.
Those red lights. You said that's Hijara?
Yes. Hajara Station, one of the Dar in the valley. It's a small community, mostly scientists. There's people there that might need help if you haven't checked it out already.
How does anyone live out here?
Why so surprised? We've adapted to this weather.
Those lights are conspicuous. Don't the Ket attack?
We've adapted to that too. The Ket want to take us alive, so we fight to the death. It seems to deter them.
What's that alien facility on that mountain over there?
That's the Ket Command Center. We have constant eyes on it.
What's its purpose?
It controls Ket operations on the entire planet. There's always ships coming and going.
I came face to face with the prefect there. Meanest, motherless Bisan I ever saw.
Even the Ket seemed afraid. We don't have much intel on her, though.
Do you know of any remnant sites or ruins?
I think so. Actually, I don't know.
Seek, do you ever read the dailies?
No, you'll tell me if I need to know something.
So where is it?
Tall lights, over on your right somewhere.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Take care. Stay safe.
You be safe too, Jarl Amadarov. Has your sister recovered from her mission? She was brave.
So brave.
She is. Both recovered and brave. Thank you for asking.
Tempest, we're gonna need the Nomad. My position.
Deploying forward station. Good luck, Ryder.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Okay, Sam, what's Voeld got for us?
Ket activity appears to be centered around this large central command post. According to Resistance intelligence, the base coordinates all Ket military efforts on Voeld.
And taking it down will cripple their operations.
In theory. However, given the trouble the Angara Resistance has had infiltrating the base, it will not be a simple task. I recommend a more cautious approach that starts with the investigation of smaller Ket installations.
What about the Angara? The Resistance, what's their status?
Resistance dispatches indicate there is someone in Hojara who needs help. We could visit Tekix, a larger and more established Angara Dar that is nearby.
Sounds good. Thanks, Sam.
Pathfinder, Voeld's temperature range is fixed well below freezing, with pockets of even more severe conditions. This necessitates the use of the Nomad. I advise against prolonged exposure to the cold.
Got it. Don't crash the car.
Our scans have detected remnant monoliths, which suggests the presence of a vault.
And that means we might be able to melt this ice cube. All right, we've got our work cut out for us. Let's get going.
Downhill's always more fun.
Trust me.
Follow the lights, Ryder.
We're out of the worst of it. Temperature should be manageable now.
Pathfinder, this way!
Got them all. Easy, are you alright?
Better now that those Ket are dead. I thought I could lead them the other way. If you hadn't come along, they'd be halfway to our camp by now.
How bad are you hurt? Can you make it back?
It'll be comical, but I can walk. And I know a secret route to the camp. Just wide enough for one. I can get back faster than your rover.
Have the Ket tracked down the resistance here?
No, these scum caught a signal flash and were too stubborn to ignore it. You didn't give them time to report in. All their superiors will know is that they went missing in the blizzard.
What are you doing out here?
I'm just a scout. I'm supposed to make sure the Ket get lost out here and stay lost. But they were more prepared than I thought. I got careless.
We have to keep going.
Go. I'll roll the Ket body.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Why were Angara attacking us?
Pathfinder, I detect a datapad nearby.
Axul is stockpiling supplies. Why?
It's troubling. Effort should hear of this.
Pathfinder, I have informed Olisk. The drop point is secure.
Good. The Resistance should get their supplies now.
I'm reading a severe temperature drop. The life support is back online.
I live here, but then I could probably live anywhere.
Did your people have plans to settle here? You seem easily affected by the cold.
Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder.
We've got targets!
You're much larger than the rest of the initiative species.
You'd think that'd help. Don't trust small people. Do anything to get their shots in.
Picking up a faint signal. Looks like a friendly ship.
It matches the transponder code for Asari survey vessel, Perifona.
Isn't that the Asari ship we're looking for?
We might be close.
Ijara is a research station, mostly focusing on Voeld's geology.
Let's see if someone here needs help.
The main axle's got iced up again. What's causing it?
Probably an issue with the de-icing system. I'll take a
I hear
look.
the researchers here drill into the ice in order to study it.
Someone around here probably knows what that ice is for.
Ice everywhere and they hang on to that piece. What's so special about it?
I saw your ship land earlier. Impressive vehicle.
I was about to say the same to you. Is that thing Ket?
Sure is. On our last dig, the Ket destroyed our land cruiser. So I decided to repurpose one of theirs. It's only fair.
You stole from the Ket? You're my hero.
From what I hear, you're doing a lot more than just stealing from them.
Is using Ket machinery common out here?
Only if we stumble on it, or steal it. Mostly we stay away from their stuff, in case it's a trap.
They set traps?
Sometimes they rig their machines to explode and lay them out for us. I'd say they're clever, but they learned it from us.
What do you do here besides jacking vehicles?
I was a civil engineer on Aya. Now I'm a mechanic for the research equipment here. 1 minute you're designing an aqueduct, the next you're elbow deep in an ice drill.
That's a big change.
I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's tough out here, but every day's exciting. Besides, I can get on without me. Ajara Station needs me.
Do you work with Remnant tech?
Not really. I can't activate it, so there's no point. Those tool structures with the lights are fascinating, though. I'd love to get inside one and tinker around. If you're interested, they're north of here.
I'll get going.
Stay warm.
So boring out here.
How's the dig going?
We can't get deep enough to take a proper sample. The ice is too thick. If I had better equipment, we would have finished days ago.
Try asking Armroll about it.
You're that alien Pathfinder they call Ryder. Oh, I wish I could talk. But I gotta get this sky-cursed piece of junk working. It's been picking up weird interference for days. I can't transmit data to our colleagues in Talara.
Is there something I can do?
Maybe. I didn't think you'd be familiar with our machines. Oh, I need to take a break before I kill someone. If you want, feel free to poke around.
High-powered communications array, most likely for planet-wide communications.
Makes sense. Anything on that interference the researcher talked about?
I am detecting a signal. It is faint, but this equipment is sensitive. Pathfinder, I also observe a regular pattern in this emitted signal. It may be artificial.
You don't...
We can't just attack an entire Ket base.
You're that alien people have been talking about. Some say we can't trust you. But if you're here to fight Ket, that's good enough for me.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Ket kill people. They take our families and we never see them again. Anyone who fights against that has to be better than them. So, will you fight them? I know the location of the labor camp where they took my uncle.
What's a Ket labor camp for?
Different things. They put people in cages there. Sometimes they make them work. Sometimes they collect Angara, and once they have enough, they move them. And sometimes they just kill them. My father died that way.
Damn, kid. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Make sure I don't lose more family.
I'll get your uncle.
Here's the nav point of the labor camp. Please hurry. Nilge may not have much time.
Chandler, I'm pretty sure there's something here. They were probably affected by the scourge. The microbe variety in the top layer is completely different. They contain traces of 4 different radioactive isotopes.
You're Ryder. It's an honor to meet you. What can I do for you?
You were saying something about ice talkers?
Huh? Don't let anyone hear you. Stupid story that started years ago when Dinor and I were students in Australia. Talk to Dinor. He knows more about how that tale spread.
What are you doing with this giant block of ice?
That was cut out from below Hajara. We're right above an inland sea and the ice goes deep. Very deep. Everything under the first layer was perfectly preserved from a time before the Scourge. There's a lot we can learn from the composition of the deeper layers. Microbes, ancient life forms, all untouched by the Scourge.
I won't disturb your work.
Only the Ket showed us the same courtesy.
The numbers check out. I don't know what else I can do to strengthen my argument. Oh, hello. You're that rider alien everyone's talking about. What can I do for you?
You said something about ice talkers? What are those?
Oh, that's something of a joke between me, journalists, and everyone who went to school with us in Australia. One of our classmates was at an old archaeological dig and thought he heard a voice through the ice. 2 months later, another group claimed they heard the same thing, an angry voice.
What was it?
Too much Malay, that's what journalist says. Now it's become something of a joke between us.
This isn't Haval. You spend too long out there in the dark, you'll get weak, sick, or worse.
It's bad. I get it. How do I stay alive?
The moment you see sunlight, break cover. Soak up all the rays you can.
I'll be a target.
Not for long. You'll get a lot from just 5 minutes of exposure.
The human is listening.
You here to learn survival tips from old Percy?
Why does your kind need the sun?
But we have to keep out of sight, or the cat will spot us.
Why does your kind...
We draw nourishment from solar radiation. Keeps us sharp.
But we have to keep out of sight, or the cat will spot us.
You sound like an expert, and I'd like to...
What I can teach wouldn't help. Different biology.
Your body can't store a charge.
If you go too long without sunlight, do you get sick?
Lack of regular exposure puts our bodies under stress. Too much of that.
Have to keep my strength up for the resistance.
Not so fast.
Did you extract the metal from that sample you took? They told me you might be coming through. Watch your step. We buried data probes in the snow.
What is this place?
Ijara Station, the only research base on Voeld. Educated on Aya, trained by the Resistance.
Takes guts to be stationed out here alone.
They only send scientists who can handle themselves in a fight. Since the Resistance can't always protect us, we protect ourselves.
Are you in charge here?
Lead researcher. Worked as a seismologist on Aya before I volunteered for Hijara.
You volunteered?
We all did. Aya is fine, but all that green gets boring. I can't speak for the rest, but I came here for the adventure. So far, Voeld has lived up to my expectations. Always a new mountain to scale.
How long has this station been around?
Only a few years. This used to be Ket territory before the Resistance pushed them out. We've discovered a wealth of resources the Ket protected out here. Metals, minerals, even a new species of edible cold weather fungus.
All that was hidden under the ice?
And more. We've only scratched the surface.
Well, I haven't seen many of your kind around here, but I've heard lots about the Pathfinder from my friends on Aya.
All good things, I hope.
So far.
Do you get much business out here?
I do all right. The trick is to not stay in one place too long. I travel between here and Techix. Sometimes they even make it up to the Resistance camp.
Isn't that dangerous with the Ket all around?
I've had a few close calls, but they haven't caught me yet. The stars are on my side.
I'll take a look at your stock.
Got plenty of supplies.
begin reading a temperature decrease. Activating automated forward station deployment.
Our histories say there were once flower meadows on Voeld. Colors we didn't have names for.
Whatever you think of it, this is a beautiful planet.
Thinking about a frozen moon I was once stranded on, almost lost my good toe.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. The ambient temperature is normal.